Yep, I'm back again. Just had some more thoughts as I was reading this book. Um, and this book, The Traveler's Gift, um, it's kind of like a more modern version of A Christmas Carol. That has to do with Ebenezer Scrooge and the three ghosts that he visits on Christmas. Kind of has a spin like that on it. Um, where this gentleman, the main character in the story, goes and meets seven different individuals along his path, influential figures in history, and Gabriel, the archangel, toward the end. But the lessons that he learns are what's summarized at the end of this book. But if anything like me, sometimes being able to take stock of your blessings and what you actually have and not complaining about things is important. It's important in life. Um, what it says here, it says, "My God has bestowed upon me many gifts, and for these I will remember to be grateful. Too many times I have offered up the prayers of a beggar, always asking for more and forgetting to give thanks. I do not wish to be seen as a greedy child, unappreciative and disrespectful. I am grateful for sight and sound and breath. If ever in my life there is a pouring out of blessings beyond that, then I will be grateful for the miracle of abundance. I will greet each day with laughter. I will smile at every person I see and meet. I am a possessor of a grateful spirit. Today I will choose to be happy." For me, sometimes that is definitely hard to do. And even though I shouldn't be, I have an awesome wife that I've been married to for over 23 years now. I have 4 beautiful children and good health and doing good things in their life. And yes, I'm a Christ follower, so if some of the stuff might offend somebody, to each their own. But part of this, this is my testimony, and I love motorcycles, as you can see. Well, hopefully you can see it. There's my beast over there. It gets me everywhere I want to go. When I come out on these excursions, and I absolutely love riding bikes. It just centers me. It does so much for my mental health. Which it's puts me in a place like here in this beautiful Dixie National Forest here in Utah, where I live now, and I have for about the last month. Uh, it was funny. I was at Mammoth Caves. They're lava tubes. Some pretty a cool site uh, here in this national forest, and this family. They were in there visiting, and they were actually, ironically, they were from Tucson, Arizona, the state where we actually just moved from. We lived in the West Valley of Arizona, and it was funny just kind of chatting with them, and it's just ironic and now I have a different perspective talking to people that are still from Arizona and how they love it up here and how they're just saying, no, you're so lucky, you're so blessed that you get to be up here, and that this is really close to your home, which it is. It's only about less than an hour from where my house is. So uh, I still, unfortunately, take that for granted as well. But just like this says, I mean, I'm grateful for just this, being able to see the sights around here, the sounds of the pine cones falling. I see chipmunks and squirrels running down these trees when you actually are here for 20, 30 minutes, and things calm down, they come out. And the breath of fresh air, the breath of nature, the breath of breathing the crisp, clean air out here, not in an urban environment, is a blessing in itself. But we always want to we want to ask for more, right? there's always more. We want more. This isn't enough. I want, I want a off-road vehicle to come out here with my family to enjoy it, or a side-by-side, an ATV, something like that, which I don't have right now. Think about all the things I could do, which think about it sometimes, it's kind of selfish, because there's people that pay a lot of more, time and money, to come out here just for a few days, to go to Zion National Park, to go to Bryce Canyon National Park, to see all these, beautiful places around here. And they have to go back, to their everyday lives, and they wish they could live out here, live close to these things. We've been so blessed with people just providing for us, with us not even having to ask, that they just wanted to bless our family. And it's astounding to see how kind these people are within our community. And it's just amazing when you can make the right decisions in your life and you're where God wants you. Stuff starts happening. Things around you start moving, little by little. He's not going to show you everything, but he's always there. And if you're in tune with him, something that I definitely need to do better at. I need to be in God's word a lot more, and be a little more centered in my life. But these things that give me a perspective can make me smile. Joy is my word that I chose this year. For me, it's something that I struggle with, and I told myself that I need more joy, not just not being happy or happiness in my life, but joy, just broad joy. And remember some of the simple things that you have in your life, that you don't need everything. It's the simple things that can give you that joy and that happiness. And the military doesn't do that for me. I'm totally grateful for my lifelong military friends, my battle buddies. They're awesome. They've always been there for me. They're still there for me, and for me and our family. And it's been great. But it takes so much from you. It's hard. It's difficult with deployments and field the field problems and multiple deployments, everything. You definitely have to put the welfare of your soldiers ahead of yourself. You have to be selfless and realize that your life isn't your own, and it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, for sure. But when you separate from the military, especially if you retire from the military and you spend 20 plus years doing it, sometimes you don't realize all the stuff that's in your head that you've had to push down or put on the back burner for so long, that now you have to deal with it. Now you're struggling, and you're wondering, man, how in the world did I ever get through this? Probably because I was so busy before. I didn't have time for much for my family. I mean, when I was trying to be present, I was present. I'd like to think so. But now you have to deal with all that stuff. You have to deal with all the mental health issues, the stress, the anxiety, the issues from deployments, the sights, the smells. Unfortunately, the mental trauma that it gives you, physical or mental, it's abnormal for most people. But we, the suck it up, carry on, adapt and overcome mentality, it's great for the most part, but unfortunately, when it's done and over, it's, it's the next soldier up. There, here's your DD-214. Thank you for your service. Goodbye. Here's your little Army Achievement Medal or, a Meritorious Service Medal, whatever they decided to give you just as a thank you for your service, and then, punch your ticket, your clearing papers, and now you're out doing something else. And for some people, it does work out well because they have a good plan. They're self-starters. They want to be, business owners. Some people that don't always, know what you want to do. You don't always have it figured out. But I know that's awesome. That's not just not for veterans alike. It can be for, civilian counterparts as well. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. I'm not trying to keep these too long, but this is good for me. This is good for me to talk about this stuff and just get it out and share my thoughts. And I think along the way, if it helps somebody out there to know that they're not alone and realize that there's other people out there that are experiencing the same thing, it can be exhausting. It is exhausting. But whatever it is that gives you joy, whether it's doing craftsmanship stuff, woodworking, welding, motorcycle riding, camping, hiking, backpacking, snowboarding, skiing, hunting, anything like that can get you out of that house and shift your focus and shift your perspective. That's important. But ultimately, God has to be in the center of my life. I know that's not for everybody, but for me, that is. He is. And He's always been the center of my marriage, my family, my life. And I've been blessed for it. I have been extremely blessed. Having a higher calling, a higher purpose besides yourself, besides the military, is to serve others is the most important thing. Not serving yourself. Not saying you can't go out there and get some, work hard, play hard. I got it. But we should be serving others. Just like Jesus did. Serve others no matter who they are. It doesn't matter what background of life they are, what, gender they claim to be, what, if they're gay, lesbian, whatever. I have plenty of those type of friends too. Great individuals, and I don't see that. I see human beings that are phenomenal people. They're great friends, and we should love them as Jesus would, and that's what it should be about, not ourselves. But anyways, that's my that's just some more of my thoughts, and I'll be sure to do some more, maybe as the day goes by while I'm out here. I don't know. We'll see what comes to mind. But as usual, I appreciate everybody for listening, and yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy this beautiful nature around me and just try to just recharge my batteries out here and gain a better perspective on life while I have the chance. So, we'll talk more later. See you later.